What's up guys, Jarzo here, and today I have another ranked gameplay for you guys. This time I'm playing in a trio with Cyclops and Fanny. I'm playing as Tigreal, so he's playing as Fanny and Luz is playing as Cyclops. We have two public players playing as Jawhead and Leslie. So obviously I'm the main tank here. We have one assassin Fanny, one mage Cyclops, one fighter Jawhead, and one marksman Leslie, which is a pretty balanced team composition. And for the enemy team, they have one main tank Akai, one fighter Cho, one marksman Isenshin, an assassin Saber, as well as a mage Kagura. So, of course, most of you are just thinking, why am I playing Tigreal? Well, actually, Tigreal is not that bad. That's just the fact here. In fact, Tigreal has been pretty underrated for a long while. And here we try to get an easy try to get first blood onto Kagura, but unfortunately we're all at level 1. So I decided that we're probably not gonna get any kills, of course. So we went back to farming. So as I was saying, Tigreal is not seen very often in ranked at this point. In fact, the only time he was seen very often was probably before his ultimate was nerfed. Before that, his ultimate was much faster, couldn't be interrupted. Yeah, and that's probably why Tigreal has not really been seen much after that nerf a long time ago, but Tigreal is still good. In fact, if you combo him right, he can be very deadly. Especially in this case, you can see Jawhead providing damage and me making sure that this Akai doesn't run away. You can easily get the first kill onto the enemy Akai. So of course, talking about Tigreal, he does not require to be built as with all your conventional tanky items, because he has a lot of displacement skills as well as CC skills from his second skill as well as his ultimate, which means that you don't have to build like full on tankiness, and you just need to build, well, items that have more utility more than purely just defense. In this case, I'm building my first item after warrior boots as Oracle, and you see that I have built in this funny little what's that thing called, 600 mana, 600 gold thing that makes you deal extra 3 damage after you use a skill. I forgot what they call it. I think it's Azure Blade or something, and that's really just on my way to building Under Belt in the later game. But in another game, because all of you know Tigreal has quite a high mana cost, I decided to get it first. Of course here, Kagura is trying to engage into Cyclops, and unfortunately due to Isenshin's ultimate, Cyclops died. And as you can see, even though Tigreal, that's one of the weaknesses of Tigreal, is that people can just dash past your single skill, because while you're pushing them, you're not actually stunning people. You just can't really cast movement skills, I believe, and that's why Kagura engaged. And as you can see here, Kagura tries to engage once again. I'm not afraid because I have tenacity trait, and we managed to get kill onto Kagura. So of course, for a lot of my tanks that require mana, I would normally want to build Elegant Gem as my item after I get basic boots. But in this case, I'm just trying something a little bit different because I have Azure Blade, and once I get Oracle, I probably won't need that extra mana and health regen every time I level up. So of course, this is just in the experimental phase. I'm just thinking it might work. It's just yet to see whether it will be effective or not. And here you can see Cho is pretty low, and I know that I'll probably be able to get a kill onto this. So let's go to do it anyway. Due to the true damage from my Azure Blade. Nothing much to do around here. Just buying time so that Jawhead can come in and get a kill onto Isenshin. Fortunately, he managed to stay alive. Of course, I am using tenacity trait, so I'm not really afraid of dying at that point. And the fact that if I get bursted by a high lot of damage, then it's a different little story here.
Your team destroyed a turret.
So of course, Tigreal is not seen very often because he is kind of situational. Normally, if you want to have Tigreal on your team, you probably want to have some sustained damage or burst damage. But of course, when you compare sustained damage versus burst damage, I would prioritize a little bit more sustained damage when you play Tigreal, especially in the late game. Okay, I decided to press ultimate because I somehow thought, let me think about it. I thought Saber was actually in a location, but turns out, so he just tossed me out, and it turns out he was actually quite far away, so it's a misjudgment on my part.
An enemy has been slain.
And so as I was saying, for Tigreal, you normally want is you need some form of specific team to complement you, because you can't just play Tigreal in any single team, every team competition, let's just say, because you need some CC damage as well as some prop as well as some sustained damage for you to, well, be the most effective. In this case, we have a jaw hit on our team. We can add CC as well as damage, and he will complement my CC because Tigreal only has ultimate, which is pretty slow and can be interrupted. So jaw hit, knocking someone up in the air, gives me some amount of time for me to be able to cast my ultimate and hopefully not get disrupted at that point. And now that I have my second, or should I say first main item, Oracle, I should be pretty okay. It gives me a little bit more extra sustain in fights. And then my next item will be a Thunderbelt. And these are items that commonly you won't build on most tanks, because for most tanks, conventional tanks at least, you're trying to get some sustained durability at least. So you want durability that is like a little bit more concrete, and then stuff that is kind of more utility based. Saber has ultimate. Akai has, the whole team just jump in on the combo onto Cyclops. And I kind of forgot to mention earlier on, actually enemy team has a pretty scary combo. In fact, they have Saber and Akai, which makes their combo really disgusting in terms of single target burst damage. But of course, you manage to shut them out early because Jawhead has quite a lot of damage in the early game, and then with my displacement skill, it's pretty easy to get someone out of position and kill them. Kagura has ulted once again. Try to push Kagura back, as you can see, because Kagura has this innate purifying in her second skill. There isn't really a way to catch her once she uses that skill. She can just go past Tigreal's second skill. But of course, there are always ways to mitigate this, and one of the ways is just simply time it such that you don't use it while Kagura is doing that. So if you just time it otherwise, and something came wrong, you should be able to get a double kill here. We're trying to chase his show, but I guess he's a little bit too far away. So we decided to back off again. Kagura used ultimate once again, waiting for the ultimate duration to be over to use my push second skill, so that we can get some damage to the show. Show and use a crit, wrong target, of course. And then, yeah, Joe died. So anyway, as I was talking about earlier, I normally want to use Elegant Gem on my tanks that require that use mana. And then yes, I think Elegant Gem is still probably the way to go, as you can see earlier on here. Even though I have Azure Blade, which gives me 25 extra mana regen, that's not quite enough mana for my roles as a Tigreal. As you find, I was running low on mana for quite a while, so I'm just saving my skills at this point. Okay, jumps right in, so I pushed him back, make sure he doesn't want to out my team, and then we just gonna back off because he hasn't already used ultimate, expecting a team fight. And now that the ultimate duration is over, it's probably a good time for us to engage. As you can see on the sideline, Jawhead and Leslie have engaged on somebody, I think. Jawhead has jumped in, used ultimate onto Akai. Akai's gonna die, I'm a little bit low on mana. and you need to use Flicker to get out, and I'm alive, which is a good thing. Now the also passive, our team did a very fantastic job of cleaning up, and even though I finally got caught in the middle, afterwards Zuri told me that actually Zuri was lagging quite a bit. The ping was really bad for Zuri, so can't really blame Zuri for that lackluster Fanny gameplay. So anyway, at this point, my next item will be Demon's Heaven, I believe, because, well, you don't really technically need blade armor on this guy until later part of the game, where you may not be able to finish off marksman in a single combo, of course. So our team managed to get a kill onto enemy Akai, which is pretty nice. I was going to go around and help them blow it, but turns out we already did it, and they managed to deter enemy from doing so. So of course, as I was saying, even though Tigreal has this amazing displacement skill, his mobility is still kind of limited as compared to a lot of other tanks, because their mobility has quite some cooldown. He managed to push back someone. Unfortunately, not going to get a kill because the ultimate just completely missed, which is one of the drawbacks of Tigreal's ultimate. But of course, getting a second skill in to push them towards a teammate is, on most of the time, is already a good thing. But it's gonna help them to do it. Help your team to get a kill, and then if you don't, it's okay. Because at least at that point you had them disrupted for one time. And here, I managed to get 2 people in my ultimate, which is very nice because that's probably all you need to get for Tigreal for him to be effective. We're trying to get the last kill, and the game ended right there. So GG well played. So I guess the main part of this video is Tigreal is still viable, but you need a supporting team composition for him to be most effective, in which you have sustained damage, which is more important than burst damage for Tigreal's case, because Tigreal has a lot of stuns as well as displacement skills, which doesn't require so much burst damage. In fact, in a team composition with Tigreal, I'll normally recommend you to have some form of sustained damage in late game. It's either in terms of a mage like Cyclops or a marksman, in this case Leslie, which is very nice because your skills may take a little bit longer to cast than a lot of other tanks, but they really provide your team extra time for the engagement window, which is why marksman and mages like Cyclops will get to shine. And then of course with Jawhead, with his knockup skills, it's going to provide you extra CC, and it's going to help you tank a little bit as well, which makes your engagement a little bit more clean, and make your team fight is much easier to set up, as well as your ultimate to land more accurately, even though the ultimate is really slow. So as I was saying, Tigreal is still viable, but you need a specific team card to play around him, and don't play too rashly or don't play too brazenly with Tigreal, because he does not have a lot of mobility compared with a few other tanks. Anyway, this is Jonathan signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.